calls here.
Okay.
Let's go to Bill in West Hartford, Connecticut. You get a kick out of Bill. Go ahead, Bill. Welcome to the show. You are on Coast to Coast.
Yes, hi, George. Yes, hi. Hi, Stan. I'm an amateur astronomer, and I do think there's a phenomena going on, and I have a fantastic, outside-the-box, wild theory of the origin of the aliens and UFOs, something you may not have ever thought of. And, George, this relates to it. Let me say this. My theory involves what you talked about with Linda Moulton Howe in late February about the simulated universe, the theory that our universe could be a computer simulation. And as you might know, Elon Musk himself says that there's a 10 billion to 1 chance in favor of our universe being a computer simulation. So let me explain. Could these aliens not only be coming from outside our universe, in that they are the beings that created our universe through a computer simulation, and they're coming to most or all of the planets that have life because they created our universe? This is scientific, not religious. What I'm trying to say is consciousness in our universe is the only real thing if the computer simulation theory is correct. So our consciousness, our mind, or our consciousness could exist in this simulation as well as when we die, or an NDE, near-death experience. We're in what I call the real reality. George, what you would call the other side, I would call the real reality, versus our universe here is a simulated reality. So in other words, related to UFOs and aliens, could they have not only created our universe, but they're popping in and out of our universe to visit us, the simulation they created, and maybe to tinker with us and other planets too in certain ways, shape, or form. And then when they pop out, they're popping out into the real reality.
Well, that is an interesting theory. I can find no basis to say, yay, verily, to tell you the truth, because we do have concrete, besides consciousness, and I'm not disputing the notion that there is consciousness is very important and so forth. Some very interesting recent work about DNA, that junk DNA, but that isn't junk DNA. But I've seen no reason to get away from the notion of, real vehicles using advanced technology to get here from someplace else, and lots of them. There's enough planets out there to handle an awful lot of people. Beings, maybe I should say, instead of people. So I won't say there isn't a consciousness world, but I'm still stuck with vehicles because they land. People are taken on board. You knock on a wall, you kick the tires, so to speak.
Is that you, Stan?
Well, it's my phone that didn't work before. Let me answer it just as this is crazy.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Live radio, Stan. Live radio.
Goodbye. I don't know who that was, but...
So that's a first. All right.
Crazy world we live in. First the phone doesn't work,
and now they call you when you're talking on the radio, a national show. All right. So go ahead. So we're talking about Bill's question about ET life out there, and
well, I have no doubt that there's ET life out there, and that some of it's coming here. And I've just had a first cut at a paper about over 1,000 the responses from over 1,000 experiencers, people who'd had contact with non-human intelligence. I won't say alien. How about NHI, non-human intelligence? That makes some people happier. So I'm satisfied that there's a lot more in the world than we accept as normal and everyday. But I see no reason to say that aliens aren't real beings flying and kick the tires craft. There's just too much evidence for that. Ted Phillips with his physical trace cases, thousands of them from more than 80 countries, where people see something on or near the ground, and after it leaves, one finds physical changes. And in about at least 6% of that, there are beings associated with the craft on the ground, even small footprints. So there's plenty going on. And I'm not saying that we're not going to learn some truly extraordinary stuff that doesn't fit within our current notions. That's the way progress takes place. But I'm satisfied, real vehicles, real beings, That's good enough for me.